Hey guys, I'm Paul.
And I'm Bea.
And this is Everything is Boffo. If you're looking for an authentic Valencian tapas experience, or at least just going out for drinks and tapas, this list might be helpful. Honestly, these spots are practically our second homes. We're there so often, it's embarrassing.
These spots are perfect for having smaller bites, having, a few drinks with friends. Typically, when we have guests visit Valencia, this is where we would go for, for a nice chat instead of having coffee.
What else are you gonna do in Spain?
Okay, we didn't mention them in our first video because we haven't tried it yet at that time, but definitely recommend Central Bar in Mercat Central. This is by Ricard Camarena, and we had a great time exploring their menu. They have their menus listed in a chalkboard off to the side, aside from like the little menu that they have. You do have to be there early. You fall in line and then they will let you know if there are seats available at the bar. This is located right in the very, very busy Mercat Central of Valencia, the very famous Mercat Central. So it gets crowded and it gets full pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
So if you come a little early, instead, lunchtime is usually 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. But if you come at like 11, you'll probably have a better chance of finding a seat right away.
Yeah, no reservations, and just like what she said, make sure to check out that board right by the bartender, where the bartender is, because there's like menu of the day. There's like specialties available there.
So we've had of course, obviously, I always go for like the classics or for what is the bar named after. So there's a sandwich, they're called Ricard Camarena, which has pork loin and mustard on a kind of like a ciabatta bread. And it's really, really good. And you can get it in 2 sizes, in the medium and in the large one. So sometimes I get the medium, sometimes if I'm really hungry, I get the large.
And I usually get the blood sausage, which I forgot what the name is, but it's the blood sausage sandwich. Mm-hmm. And there's also one that I've tried, which is the calamares, which is the squid, deep fried and then put in a sandwich. I also tried the grilled pork ears, which was
How can you describe it?
Very eerie and very porky. It's very greasy. You need to be drinking it with alcohol for sure, because
to wash the oil?
Yeah, and bread if you want to eat the oil. We also got the cod fritters, the croquetas. The croquetas are super good.
The croquetas are very
good.
Yes, the croquetas are very good. And then for dessert, this is seasonal, so I think this only happens around springtime. The dessert with the tiny strawberries. My friend Philippi actually enjoyed it so much that he went back the next day to eat there again.
By himself, not with anyone.
So this is a very good spot to try. I mean, and you're essentially in the heart of Mercat Central also, so which is also a great spot to try a lot of foods. But that's one place where you shouldn't miss it.
Definitely a must try. Next up is a bar that we just discovered as well, called Casa Vani, and they are it's a tiny taberna that has drinks, and they serve these plates that already have tapas on it for a fixed price. So the one we got was, we had padron peppers and
bacon covered date, and then I think there was jamon in there for sure, and that tortilla, not the Mexican tortilla, the Spanish tortilla, like with egg and potatoes, and there was one other thing.
Yeah, there was one more.
Was like a chicken, like a tiny chicken sandwich. Yeah. So that one was just €8 for the plate, and then we had like a drink or two each. So I think it's a nice, charming little place tucked away in El Carmen. You'll see it. It's close to one of the theaters there.
Right. And we fell in love with that concept because when we went to Rome, we went to this place. What's that place called?
Pim's Good.
Pim's Good, and they serve the same thing, but I feel like this has more protein than the one from Pim's Good, so I kind of like this one more. But yeah, Casa Vani is for sure an experience. You'll see it because they have like big candles outside that are melted. You won't miss it.
Then Sueno Andaluz. So this one we mentioned in the previous video, but we didn't get to try the food that time. So this time we did. So this bar is famous for having like the coldest clay mugs where you can put your beer in. And let me tell you, it does make a difference with how the beer tastes. It's so much more refreshing. I always order the Radler. It's just what they have in the bottle and they put it in there, but it just tastes so much better. And then they also have a roasted pork there that they pour alcohol in.
Yeah, I think they pour rum on it.
They flambe it. And it's a good roast pork. You should try that one.
Alright, let's head on over to a spot that's a tad more offbeat. Michigan Detroit Pizza is nestled snugly within the cozy confines of Mercader, a hip food market in the Cabañal neighborhood. This place is like a foodie paradise with all sorts of eateries and stands serving up delicious food and of course, drinks. And let me tell you, the vibe here is different. It has that cool industrial look that just works. Now, Mercader isn't just about the food. It also has some nice spots like a patio and a lush backyard. Plus, Mercader pays homage to Valencia's industrial roots, blending old school charm with modern design using fancy materials like steel and solid wood. But let's talk pizza, shall we? Founded by the famous local foodie couple Boffo and Sylvia Fat Food, together with chef Cassandra Mahmoud, Michigan Detroit Pizza is a whole different ballgame. We were able to try Detroit-style pizza before when Bea's cousin sent us a box from her favorite pizza spot in Detroit. So coming in, we kind of had an idea of what to expect. Detroit pizza is not your usual round pie, but more of a rectangular shape. That's why they call it square pizza. Think thick doughy crust loaded with goodies like pepperoni and olives smothered in marinara sauce, and then just crunchy on the outside. All you have to do is pay at the cashier. They'll give you this alarm thingy that beeps when your pizza's ready. Just a heads up though, you'll want to get in early because this joint fills up quickly.
Next is our pretty much our favorite. You're probably gonna see us there after you watch this video. It's called Tiki Taco.
So there's a few branches of Tiki Taco around Valencia. So there's 3, I think, right now. One closer to the Ayuntamiento, the other one closer to Calle de la Paz, and then one on Gran Via.
Closer to the Turia.
Yeah, closer to the Turia. It's our favorite because a lot of the tacos are only €1 each. So, and the flavors are, I think, very authentic. Well, not super authentic, but I think it's very, very close. And they have €5 margaritas that are my favorite. Every time I drink it, I'm like, oh man, this is strong. So, yeah. So be careful when you drink their margaritas. So the menu is quite long, and you have to order first before you get seated. So make sure that you don't just grab a table, because
You can't reserve a table unless you order.
so order first, and then they'll give you your drinks, and then you can go find your seat, or they will assign the seats for you, and then afterwards your tacos are gonna come out. So the margaritas, sometimes it's not just the lime flavor that you'll see. There's also strawberry, sometimes there's mango. The best one I've had so far was the coconut. So if you see that, order that on the menu.
The only thing is they don't have beer on tap, but they have the margaritas, and their wine's good too.
So yeah, if we don't want to spend and we just want a snack, or maybe dinner.
A snack.
No, dinner nga eh.
It's not gonna be a snack if we order 15 tacos.
Yeah, so that's the problem with that, because you do have to go back in line to order more tacos. And if they're very busy, if there's a long line, then you're kind of like, I don't want to have to go do that again. So yeah, I mean, order enough the first time around so that you don't have to go back.
Great tip.
That goes for the margaritas too.
So that's it for this video. What other tapas and drink spots would you recommend?
Yeah, where can we get drunk?
And we're always on a hunt for good food spots. So we would love it if you put your favorite food spot that we didn't talk about in the comment section below. Maybe we could make a video out of it too.
Thank you so much for all the subscribers who patiently wait for us to shoot out a video. And thank you also for supporting our channel by liking and subscribing, and also for buying us a coffee or the super thanks on YouTube. And if you want to know more about moving to Spain, you can also join our Facebook community.
We can't wait. We can't wait to see what you guys are gonna suggest. If you want to know more about living in Valencia or in Spain, you should watch this next video. Here. It's not here, it's here.
Thank you, bye!